Yo, 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 yo. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? It's your boy Miles Cunningham. And I'm here with Grand Cam of the Grand Mail, man. What's going on, Cam? What's going on with you, man? Talk to the people, baby. Talk to the people.
I am doing absolutely well. It's a beautiful day, and I'm ready to crush this week in business, with the ladies, in life, and of course, you always got to start with some gratitude. I'm
Facts.
grateful for my health. I'm grateful for my beautiful business. I'm grateful for my life. I'm grateful to be on this live stream with Miles Cunningham and being
Facts.
part of the Bad Boy community, baby. Let's go.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yo. So listen, man, guys, look, I don't know if y'all know, man, but Cam has been in the building for a minute. He used to be a dude that called into the shows with Lucario and myself, and now he's, and he always had an affinity for game. Even when he called in asking questions, even his questions was like, wait, this guy knows something. You know what I'm saying? This guy understands something. And through the game and many conversations that we've had and collaborations that we've done, my boy Cam has reached another level. Like, the Grand Mail is on another level. Y'all need to go to his website, man. Y'all definitely need to check out his website. And y'all definitely see what my man Grand Cam is doing out here. He got Arizona on lock. First of all, you understand what I'm saying? He's killing it out there. He's killing it on the West Coast. So I just put the website in the chat, guys. So go check that out, man. But Cam, you got something special for the people, don't you?
I do, Miles. Thank you so much. So it's an honor again to be part of this platform right now. I like Miles explained, I had a journey to get to this point.
Yes,
I was calling the Miles and Lucario show shamelessly, not afraid to ask for help. I wanted to grow. I wanted to, and here's the biggest thing. Like, I believe in investing in mentors. So I would tip, donate anything I could to get Miles and Lucario's attention so they could fix my problem.
Facts.
And I always wanted to have this conversation with them where they could really like build my masculine identity. Now, thanks to all the advice, the game, and my self-awareness that I have now, I always loved to coach men. I lost my virginity at a young age, and I always wanted to understand women better. But what I realized that while trying to understand women better, I wasn't understanding myself as well.
Right.
So that's when Miles and Lucario and Steve and the whole gang, they brought me together on that. And I'm like, okay, so this is the missing component right now. So what I have, which Miles is mentioning, is the Grand Mail Transformational Retreat. This is taking place.
Yes, sir.
So this is taking place in Las Vegas on March 23rd to March 28th of this year. That means it's next month. And you have an opportunity to sign up for it. But very important, guys. Miles, is there anything else you want to show really quick before I can get into more details?
Yeah, sure, man. Listen, guys, I'm gonna show y'all what it's gonna be about, but understand that all the information you need is in the description. And you know what? Let me just show you. I can show you better than I could tell you.
Shawty's so bad when she's sliding down the pole, yeah. When she's talking dirty while we getting closer. Shawty's so bad, and then I try while we go to the city of the rose, yeah.
Come join me at the next Vegas retreat.
Yo.
Oh man, yo, who's that chick, man? Is that your girl?
No, she's a model that I have on my video.
Oh, because yeah. So
I picked a good one for this one.
Nah, facts, man. That's what's up, man. That whole vibe is crazy, man. Vegas is nice too. Vegas is a really dope town to have any event in. You know what I'm saying? If you know what I'm saying. But shit, guys, check out the link in the description, man, because this collaboration is on purpose. You know, we want you guys to get a discount, and the promo code is Miles25. So if you want to check out the retreat, hit the code in there, fill out all the information, and you know, hit the code, fill out all the information, put the Miles25 in there, and you get a 25% discount, and you could be out there in Vegas chilling with Grand Cam and all the sexy fly models, learning about masculinity and all that cool shit, man. So, yo, and I want you to know, brother, I'm really proud of you, man. I'm really proud of you because, like I said, you started out as a caller on our show, and now you're like doing your thing. You got a successful business going on. You got a lot of guys. You have books and shit out too, don't you?
I got a couple of PDFs that are part of my membership. So any guy who does sign up for my retreat, they do get access to a couple of PDFs that I have. And Miles, you're always coming out with content, and I'm always coming out with content. Right now, I'm in the process of uploading my previous retreat that I had, which was in Arizona, Labor Day weekend of last year, and I'm uploading that into the program as well. So guys who sign up, they will get access to those pre-recorded videos. Now,
Nice.
One quick thing I want to mention. I want to give a big shout out to OK Ken, who's in the comments right now. He's my video editor.
Nice.
He's my videographer. And I want to give a shout out to Ken. And by the way, Miles, Ken is an avid watcher of Lucario, you, and everybody. He actually found me through you because we did a live stream together last time. And he hit me up, and he's a local, and he told me, Cam, I want to help you make your videos. Is there any way that I can get part of your program? I said, absolutely.
Right.
So shout out to Ken. And you know what's crazy, Miles? Like I had this vision. Every time I went to Vegas, I'm like, one day I'm going to be coaching guys here. Yeah. And I will have a girl with me, like a pretty girl with me, and I'll have like a nice high def looking video. And I told Ken, like, thank you for making this vision like reality.
Facts.
It made it a reality. So shout out to Ken on that.
That's what's up, man. And you know, guys, and I'm gonna touch on this real quick, because you know, since we got everybody's attention, understand that I'm gonna touch on this during my event in New York. Yeah, man.
Let's go.
We got the Game Kings 2 Definition of a Man Seminar NYC happening April 2nd. Guest speakers will be Taekwondo Ron Wills, Kerry K. Zaggin, look, Mr. Lucario, and myself. Man, I'm gonna be touching on, you know, as men, you know, and shout out to Lucario because he said this on a few shows back that when a man says something, it's already happened. You understand what I'm saying? And the example that you just gave about how you went to Vegas and you had a vision and you spoke it in your mind and you had a thought, you had a premonition, you had a manifestation that you wanted to become a reality, and through collaboration with us and learning the game and doing your thing and believing in yourself as a man and making, you know, getting the right connections, like with your videographer, you literally made what you said a reality. And I want guys to know that this is what we're talking about. Like, anything you want to happen, whether it's business or pussy or money or a career or whatever the hell you want, you have to speak it into existence, believe in yourself, and move forward. You understand what I'm saying? And again, like I said, I'm gonna be touching on things like that at the event in April, and I'm sure, Cam, you're gonna be talking about things like that at the retreat. So, guys, if you're in a situation where you're looking for some guidance and you're looking for that source of confidence, like Cam is the guy to talk to because he literally has walked the path. He literally has walked the path. I've seen it. Like I remember talking to you when you first came on. Like, this was years ago. He was like, yeah, man, I got my family. They don't really accept me because I'm not this and that and the religion and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, bro, you got to believe in yourself. I basically said, fuck your family. I mean, for
respectfully,
respectfully, fuck your family. What I really meant was not fuck your family like in a malicious way, but you got to believe in yourself. If you have to bet on yourself or others, you got to bet on yourself. You understand? And that's the only way to really get it done as a man. And look, sometimes family and friends might fall off, but at the end of the day, you got to ask a question. Are you happy with who you are? Are you happy with your masculine identity? Which brings us right into our topic today, which is women embracing your masculine identity. So, Cam, I'm gonna let you take it away and and I want you to show these guys why they should be coming to your retreat.
Yeah, absolutely. So I think one of the biggest things a lot of guys, I'm going to answer that question. There's one person on the comments that said, oh, he's a sales guy, I can't deal with him or something. He's like John H or something like that. Well, let me tell you something, John H. Like, everything in life you're selling. When you want to sell when you're going to a Starbucks and somebody's telling you, do you want to make it a bigger size or whatever? If you go to a McDonald's, they say, do you want to make it an extra large instead of like a medium size? That's selling. When you're going to women and you're talking to them and you're talking about your masculine identity to them, not like, hey, here's my masculine identity, but when you're showcasing your authenticity and your transparency to these ladies, that is selling your identity. That is showcasing who you are. And a lot of guys, what they fail to realize is that they fail to realize that one of your responsibilities as a man in this world is to liberate women from all the judgments and insecurities and all the chaotic nature that they have. You got to bring them back to their center. That is one of the core responsibilities as a man that I believe that you have for women. So when women are talking to you, you're not just like trying to like sell them to sleep with you or anything like that. You're trying to sell them on this idea that, hey, everything you know about guys from the past, clear it out of your mind. Because the real deal is now in the building. And I'm here right in front of you. And I'm going to show you why being in the presence of a guy like me is going to change your life forever. That's how easy the game is. And, another thing too, Miles, is like a lot of guys, like they will, they'll hesitate to come to your event or my event. And a lot of times the reason why they hesitate is because they need to reframe the way they think. You see, when I called Miles and Lucario all the time, guys, my mind was already like, I need to grow, I need to learn, and I don't have any time to waste. I will gladly donate, I'll gladly pay, just take my money, teach me the game, so I don't have to be in this shit anymore. My mindset was already to win. And what you guys need to understand is that Miles and I, we're helping you guys reframe the way you think.
Right.
And if you can reframe the way you think, and you're willing to give us the opportunity with us giving you actionable steps on how to do that, oh my God, you guys are in for a treat. Life's on easy mode. Do you agree with that, Miles?
Of course. See, let me tell you something, man. Guys don't understand. They don't, when you're at a certain level of mentality and you think about money, what you don't understand is that you're setting a limit on value. Okay. You see, money is a figment of our imagination. Money is only real because we say it is so as a society, as a civilization. But understand something about money. Money puts a cap on value. So if you say I have $10, then you feel that all your worth is $10. But what somebody who understands energy and manifestation and their masculine identity, someone who believes in himself, a hustler, right? A dude who has a certain level of confidence to increase his value, right? Because when I say hustler, I'm not talking about a fast talking shyster or a con artist. No. When I say a hustler, I'm talking about a person who believes that even though all they have is $10 in their hand, that they can, because of the confidence inside them, because of the value in their mind and in their drive and in their belief in themselves, they know that they could take that same $10 and turn it into 100 and turn it into 1,000 and then turn it into 1,000,000. You understand what I'm saying? So it's not about the money that's in your hand. It's about what's in your mind. Now, if you're just looking at us two guys on the panel and you're just like, oh, these guys are salesmen, they're just trying to sell me something, you're not paying attention to the things that we're saying. You're not paying attention to the value of what we're saying. You're only paying attention to the monetary number that might be associated with the retreat or with my event coming up in April and all that other type of shit. You're not really understanding the amount of value that comes with the words that we speak, because the words that we speak can change your life to where you can go from whatever type of money you making now to becoming a millionaire, or we can save you from a mistake that can cause you thousands and thousands of dollars. How many men have called into our show and says, yo, man, I was just about to marry this girl and I'm glad I didn't, because it turns out that she was a psycho. I'm glad I didn't get her pregnant. You know how much it costs to raise a fucking kid these days? It costs at least $500,000 to raise one child. And if you could come to our show and I go like this and I tell you, hey, guys, use a condom, and I do like this, and that inspires you to fucking use a fucking condom, think of the money I just saved you. Think of the money I just fucking saved you. And you're over there worried about, oh, these guys are shysters. These guys are just salesmen. No, I'm trying to save your fucking life. Instead of costing you $1 million, I'm trying to save you $1 million fucking dollars. Huh? I'm trying to help you to make the better decisions. So when it's time to actually put yourself in position to make that money, you can, because you're not worried about some bitter baby mother that's fucking up your life. You understand? And that's the type of shit that I'm talking about. Nobody pays attention to the value of what we're saying. Everybody's just like, oh, well, fuck these guys because they're just trying to sell me something. No, I'm trying to save your fucking life. That's what I'm really trying to do. That's what Cam is trying to do. Cam is trying to show you who you actually are. He's trying to fucking take all the doubt and all of the negativity and all of the worry out of your mind to get to the real you. That's what's really happening. But you have to see it. You see what I'm saying? But let's get to the topic, man. Women embracing your masculine identity. What do you have to say about that, Cam?
Yeah, I mean, wow. Women embracing your masculine identity. I have this mentality that I teach on my retreats and in my coaching. It's called I'm your liberator. So that mentality is manifesting that who I am as a person is going to liberate you from your insecurities and your judgments, right? So if you don't have a clear idea of what your masculine identity is, essentially what's happening is that you're living in an insecurity mindset. Because here's the thing. When guys are insecure, they're not centered and they're not balanced with themselves. When guys are people pleasers, when guys are seeking validation and seeking approval, which is all these three things, these three things I used to call in for all the time, and you guys would always help me with those situations. When you're in those three kind of mindsets, you're really not you. You have an identity, but it's an insecure identity. Right. And the thing is, if you want to lead a woman to victory with you, and you want to, quote unquote, build an empire with her, and you want to have children, you want to have a family, you want to have a legacy, right? You have to work on any unresolved trauma or any insecurities that are holding you back that you may not even know, and which you guys talk about all the time. You don't know what you don't know. And that's what a lot of guys, they don't realize that, Miles, because they're so engraved in their negative mindset, right? They're so engraved in this insecurity and trauma, but they don't realize that trauma is holding them back. Because I always say this, trauma loves drama.
Facts.
So if you are continuously letting your past dictate how your present's going to be, your future is going to look the exact same. Nothing's going to change. Exactly. So that's why I realized that, okay, I came to the realization that there's something wrong with me that I need to work on and I need to address. So I called again, shamelessly, and with humility, I asked you and Lucario for help. And now I'm at this center of my life now where I can be the expert and I can give guys the energy that I gained from you guys. So I can help guys out and I can spread the game. I can spread the awareness. So if you want a woman to really follow your leadership, you have to be there. I know you guys mentioned earlier on Sunday, you guys were talking about how a woman who has baggage or something, right? I think also it was one of the calls who called in and said, oh, how do I deal with a woman who has baggage, or a lot of women have trauma, right? I don't think it's my responsibility to cure her trauma, but I think one of the responsibilities for me as a man is to show her a better life, a better way to process her thoughts.
Right. Exactly.
And that can work with men too. So if you are if you want to build a community of men who make money, guys who can give you resources, guys who are able to build your value up through your business or through networking or whatever, then you should be solution oriented in your mind. So then those guys, they can get the game from you. And that's how you have a circle. I know high value, whatever, but quote unquote, high value men. And even if women, if you're the kind of guy who wants to friend zone women, have a social circle of hot women around you, because guess what? Hot women, they can bring other hot women who are single, who have never met you before, and they will want to be with you, right? Exactly. So this is different level thinking. But again, it starts with working on your identity. So when a woman sees how masculine and confident and assertive and assure you are of yourself, she wants to be on that program. And then it makes life on easy mode for you.
Exactly. And I'll add to it. And guys, we still got let me see real quick. If y'all want to call in, y'all could call in. The number is here, man. If y'all want to call in, 516-387-1224. We will be taking calls. We're only going to be going to 7 because I got some things to do. You know what I'm saying?
That condom was going to be into use tonight. The one that he showed you guys.
But yeah, so here's what I want to say, man. See, a woman is going to follow your lead at all times, whether you know it or not, right? That's literally how it works, right? A woman follows a man's lead. Now, if you want women to embrace your masculine identity, right, you have to embrace your own masculine identity. You understand? Real quick, sir. You know what I'm saying?
Let's go.
So make sure y'all go check that out, masculineidentitymembership.com. But if you want a woman to embrace anything for that matter, you have to embrace it first. But since we're talking about masculine identity, let's talk about masculine identity. Now, I tell you guys all the time that your words expose you. You understand? Now, the reason why we even talk about masculine identity is because if you break down the words, it's literally who you are as a man. And I always come back to this. I always tell you guys, if you look at your ID card, the information on your ID does not change. You understand what I'm saying? Once you become a man, you're gonna be that height. That's your skin color. That's the color of your eyes. Your address might change, a few other things, but usually the information that is on your identification card stays the same. What does that mean to a woman? That means consistency. That's what it means. You understand? A woman, if you don't realize, a woman thrives in consistency. A woman thrives in consistency. Let me explain even further. And this is something that I brought up on another show. Every woman has her eggs. Every egg that a woman has only has X chromosomes. You understand that? Only has X chromosomes. So even if you look at that by nature is making a woman giving a woman consistent value in the chromosomes of her eggs. You understand? What the egg is waiting for to decide whether the child is going to be a male or female is instruction from the sperm. So there is consistency in her eggs, and she's waiting for instructions from who? The man. Do you understand? And then that decides the sex of the child. If y'all don't have to believe me, please go look it up for yourself so you can understand how true this game is. You understand? So it's the man who decides. It's the man who comes into the life of the female and decides what is going to be what. You understand? So what a woman requires in order for her to thrive is consistency, because here's what it is. You know, and I, this is another analogy that I picked up along the way, where they talk about the man is like the mountain and the woman is the clouds and the weather that change around the mountain. You understand? In the wintertime, it's cold. In the summertime, it's warm and the snow caps melt. And then there's waterfalls coming down the side of the mountain to give you fresh water. Right. Sometimes it rains. There's storms. There's clouds around the mountain. And please understand something about the change in weather. When you go to places like, you go to India, you check out the Himalayas, or you go to Alaska and check out the mountains over there, or you go to anywhere and you see these beautiful scenes. What you're seeing is the changes in weather. You understand? When spring comes and the flowers bloom, it's beautiful. It even smells nice, because you understand what I'm saying? And that is the beauty of the woman. That's the beauty of the woman, because the mountain stays exactly where it is, because the horizon stays exactly where it is, because the earth has gravity that keeps it in orbit and rotating around the sun, right? The masculine, right? The orbit is constant. The rotation of the sun is constant. Everything about the masculine needs to be consistent and constant for the woman to thrive. So that's where the weather comes in. That's where, when you see the moon, sometimes the moon is full. Sometimes the moon is half, a crescent moon, a quarter moon, an eighth moon. You understand what I'm saying? And when you see that, it's like, wow, the moon looks really, really good tonight. Why? Because that's the feminine. That's the feminine that you're seeing. When the weather changes, what do they call it? Mother Nature. Do you understand? They call it Mother Nature and they call it Father Time. Why? Time is constant. Time doesn't change. Time is always moving forward, and it goes in seconds, minutes, hours, and so on. But what changes? Nature. We get 4 different seasons. We get a bunch of different moons. We get all types of weather. That's the feminine. How can the weather show us a beautiful rainbow? How can we see a beautiful sunset? How can we see all the different things happening in nature? Because everything that needs to be consistent stays consistent. which allows all of the feminine to fluctuate and to show us all different, different views, so to speak. Right. So we get one view in summer, one view in winter, another view in autumn, and another view in spring. Every day is different because of the feminine, but everything still stays the same because of the masculine. So this is how a woman embraces your masculine identity. You understand? When you can be consistent, it will allow her to stay in her feminine and embrace your masculine identity. And because let me explain something to you. The more feminine a woman behaves is the more you know that she is embracing your masculine identity. Do you understand that? The softer she speaks, the nicer she is, the better she tries to understand your vision. The more she submits, the more she tries to, dress nice and look sexy and pretty and all that shit. Whether you know it or not, it's for you. But the reason why she does that so consistently is because you're being consistent. Do you understand? When you tell her, hey, I'm gonna take you out Thursday night. I need you to be dressed. I need you to be ready. And I need you to wear a nice dress and some heels. And when you go there to pick her up and she's looking like a fucking $1 million plus a bag of chips, and you looking at her like, God damn. The reason why she's so happy to do that and say, she'll text you and be like, I'll be ready for you, daddy, at 6 or whenever you coming to pick me. I'll be ready for you. The reason why you're able to evoke that type of consistent femininity out of her and that cheer, see, because you got some women who they don't trust men because men in their lives have been inconsistent. Do you understand? So you got a lot of these women, they love to yap at the mouth. But when you're a consistent man and you say something to your woman, she's gonna give you that feminine. She's going to give you that submission. She's going to give you exactly what you need. Why? Because you're doing what you're supposed to do. So like I said, the more feminine she behaves, that means she's accepting your masculine identity more and more through your consistency.
Yeah. Miles, I recall this one moment I had with this chick recently where we were just chilling at my place. We had a whole night of just going out and doing different things. And when I brought her back to my place, and I remember we're just chilling in the living room, and I remember she just looked at me with these eyes. Now, she has beautiful eyes in general. Yeah. But I remember her just looking at me. She just rested. We were just standing up in the living room, and I'm just getting some fresh air, opening my back door for fresh air. And I see her putting her she's putting her arms over my shoulder like this. And she just looks at me, and and I look at her, I'm like, wow, the way you're looking at me right now is the most feminine I've ever seen you so far. She's like, what do you mean? I'm like, well, when I first met you, right, your eyes are still beautiful regardless. But I remember when I first saw your eyes, they're just it looked like it was neutral. You're just trying to get to know me. Right. But now you've opened up to me. You've become more vulnerable to me. You've become more comfortable with me. And I see your eyes just gleam up like I've never seen before. And that to me is more attractive than you having sex with me, just to let you know right now. And she's like, really? I'm like, yeah. Because that to me shows there's this connectivity between us that even if we do or do not have sex tonight, I still feel like there's this energy that we really start to understand each other a lot better. Exactly. And that's the kind of stuff that I know you're not giving a lot of guys, these kind of puppy eyes thing that you're giving me right now. and I told her this, if you keep maintaining this, I'm going to keep you around longer. This is very, very attractive for me. More than your body. And guys, please call into the show. We can break down this game for you even more, because I'm telling you, I got this. I for the past few years that I've been growing and developing my business, I had all these, I look at the data a lot, Miles. Right. I look at the data. I always tell guys, look at the data, because here's something. We actually have a question right now, but we can actually jump to the question, and I'll get to my analogy in a moment. So you can do that. It's just living in the Matrix.
All right, here we go. All right. So just living in the Matrix says, can you give a small example of being consistent in a relationship, please?
Okay.
Right. Give a small example.
A small example of being consistent in a relationship. I would say, small would be just planning. How about this? I'm going to even give you a more small example. You let's just say you guys go to a bar and you want to go grab a drink and it's crowded,
Mm-hmm.
right? One thing you can do is, like, for example, me, I hate waiting and I love taking action. So when I'm at a bar and I just see it's like packed, the first thing I do is like look for a table immediately. I told the girls to stay here, because she's walking around in her heels. I don't want her to walk around unnecessarily. So I say, hey, stay here. Give me a moment. I'm gonna go look for a table.
Right.
And that's like something I do. I'll go find a table, and the moment I find something and I'm too far away to like notion her to come here, I'll just send her a text and say, come to the back room.
Mm-hmm.
And then she'll come and she'll see that I already have like a table. There's like 2 chairs or something. Or if, let's just say, there's a table and there's 1 chair available, I'll ask like the group of people, are you guys using that chair? You're not? Okay, perfect. And I just grab the chair and boom, and we just make it happen. That's a small example of being consistent and showing leadership. In fact, I had one girl one time I took on a date, like this is like 5 years ago, took her on a date and she said, it's so hot watching you grabbing a chair and bringing it to our table. I'm like, really? That turns you on? This is before I ever called you guys. She's like,
Right.
really? Is that? It's like, that turns you on? She's like, oh yeah, that is so fucking hot. I don't see that. I see a lot of guys just kind of standing around like, like kicking rocks, like, oh, I guess
Right.
I'll just wait. I guess I'll just
Right.
wait for my turn. I'm like, fuck that shit. And that's why that sense of urgency even got to you guys too, because I would like call you guys. I'm like, I need help. Okay,
Yeah.
next week or tomorrow. Hey, I need some more help, right? So I always wanted to grow. I always wanted to like be fast, and I like fast results. I don't like to jerk around and waste time. So that's a
Facts.
small example of being consistent
Facts.
in a relationship.
All right, we got a call real quick. So we got 747. You are on live with Miles and Cam. Name, age, and city, and how can we help you, bro?
Yo, can you hear me?
Yeah, we got you. Go ahead.
Yeah, my name's Danny Rosa. I'm 20 years old and calling from LA.
Caller from LA. All right, Danny, what's going on, man? What's your question?
Yeah, bro. My question is, what questions can I ask myself to find my identity?
What questions can you ask yourself to find your identity? Cam, you want to take it real quick?
Sure, absolutely. Thanks for asking that question, caller. So a good question that you can ask yourself is, okay, so let me ask you this. Or how comfortable on a scale of 1 to 10 approaching a woman? 10 being very comfortable, 1 being very uncomfortable.
Okay, 1 to 10?
Yeah, on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being very comfortable, 1 being very uncomfortable. How comfortable are you?
I'll say I'll rate myself 7.
Okay, so that's above average, right? Now, with your situation, to get yourself to like an 8 or a 9, right? What you want to do is you want to create an end vision of what it looks like to be a 10, for example, right? Or like a 9, right? Because 10 is perfect. So you want to envision yourself being a 9, right? So the way you envision yourself being a 9 is this technique called reverse engineering, right? Now you asked us the question, what kind of questions should I ask myself to be in my identity or to understand my identity better, right? So I'm not saying that women are your identity, but like, part of like being a man in your life, like you're going to come across women and you're attracted to women, right? And when you learn the skills of approaching women, guess what? That helps in business too. So there are times where you might be even intimidated by asking a guy for like networking opportunities or business opportunity because, oh, why would he take a 20-year-old like me so seriously? Because I'm young, I don't have a business degree, whatever. I'm just making assumptions right now, right? But create an end goal caller of exactly where you want your life to look like at a 9 when it comes to approaching women. Reverse engineer that. So I'm not saying like, okay, so it's not like, okay, the first step I got to do to talk to a girl is this and this and this. No, start from what it looks like, how confident you feel, what kind of clothes are you wearing, what kind of like cologne are you wearing, what kind of like conversations are you having with women in general, and then go backwards. Right. And when you reverse engineer and you go backwards, it makes the overwhelming factor of approaching women a whole lot less. Right. Now, when you do that, you can also apply that in your identity. So you can apply this with like caller, what's like a goal of yours that you want to achieve in life?
One right now is to learn how to wheelie on a dirt bike.
Dirt bike?
Okay. And then do you have a dirt bike already? Like, do you own one?
No, not right now.
When was the last time you've been dirt biking?
Say 6 months ago.
Yeah, you're fucking up, man. You're fucking up. Listen, let me just say this to you. two questions that you definitely need to ask yourself, right? If you're trying to figure out your masculine identity and you're trying to get to your next level, is who am I and what do I want? You understand that?
Mm.
Who am I and what do I want? And so the question, who am I, is not just to say I'm Danny from Los Angeles. The question has to lead to a visualization of what you want your life to actually look like. And I think that's what Cam was trying to allude to, right? You have to look at the man that you want to be. And not don't just look at the man who you want to, the men in life who you want to be like. You understand? I mean, you could use them as place markers and maybe as a reference just for information purposes. However, you still have to look at yourself and say, the man that I'm really trying to become, what does he look like? So you said something about dirt biking. So you have to literally imagine yourself on one of those dirt bike, obstacle courses with the hills and the jumps and shit. And you're wearing a fucking, the leather protective dirt bike suit with the fucking knee pads and the helmet and the goggles and the gloves. You have to see yourself with all of that gear on, standing next to a blue and white dirt bike with fucking silver spokes and shit. Like, you have to really see it and put all the details inside of it. You understand? Just like when Cam said he was in Vegas and he was like, one fucking day I'm going to be the guy that's coaching men out here in Vegas. And he's about to do that next month. Mm-hmm. You understand? So it's the same thing with you, brother. If you're really trying to do some dirt bike shit, 6 months has been too long for you to have been away from anything that includes dirt bikes. You understand what I'm saying to you? If you got to go rent it, if you got to go find a friend that owns one and beg him to use it on the weekends, whatever the fuck you got to do. The bottom line is, who am I and what do I want? After you answer those two questions, move forward. That's all it is. You understand? Once you answer those two questions, everything else is one foot in front of the fucking other. You understand? Just like if we're talking about talking to females, you see that girl over there, she's attractive to you, just start putting one foot in front of the other. But I don't know what to say, Miles. I don't give a fuck. Put one foot in front of the other and walk over there. By the time you get over there, something's going to fall out your mouth. And if not, she going to be there like, what you want, nigga? Like, you going to be in her face and she going to say what you want. And then you going to have to say something. But the bottom line is, at least you're moving towards the manifestation of what was in your mind. You understand? You see that, understand something about your destination. You don't have to know how you're going to get there, because none of us actually know how we're going to get there necessarily. And sometimes, because the how may not look as pretty or as pristine as we think it should look, we stop ourselves from moving forward. That doesn't help. That doesn't help, because here's what happens when you start to take the steps forward. If you trip, you're going to learn how to walk more carefully. And so you're going to pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and you're going to say, all right, well, from now on, I learned that not picking up my feet, high enough over the bumps makes me trip. So now I'm going to walk with a little bit more higher and purposeful step. So I'm going to keep walking forward. I'm going to get closer to my situation. And then somebody might drive past and splash. Okay, cool. So as moving forward, I'm going to wear waterproof clothing, but either fucking way, I'm going to keep moving forward. But if you never move forward, you would never know about the bump. You would never know about the water to splash, and you're just going to be stuck in the same fucking position. You understand that? Mm-hmm. So who am I and what do I want? From there, you move forward. I don't care how much money you don't have. I don't care what's going on in your life. Everything that's not adding to the question of who you are and what do you want is just excuses. Mm-hmm. Everything. You understand? Right. Because you're talking to a man that in his mid-30s was sleeping in a bed with his father because he was that broke. You're talking to a man who has been through that. So I don't want to hear nothing about, I don't have, I grew up poor, bro. I grew up poor, and when I was a grown-ass man, I was still fucking broke. So I know about it all. Right. I know about it all, bro. Because I was in corporate America thinking I was doing something and I had some money, but that wasn't real money. And then I fucked it up. I made mistakes with my money and all that other type of shit. So you can't tell me nothing about, oh man, I don't got it. I don't know. Blah, 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 blah. That's all of that is just fucking excuses. If you're not talking to somebody who has a dirt bike, if you're not talking to somebody who rents dirt bikes, if you don't go to the dirt bike shop and say, nigga, I will sweep the fucking floor in the dirt bike shop if you just let me borrow a bike for 2 hours on Saturdays. If you don't do something like that, then I can't help you. You understand? If you're not doing that, then you're just coming up with excuses to not follow what it is you say you want to do. So if you really want to do some dirt bike shit, you better figure it the fuck out, because nobody's waiting for you and nobody's sorry for you.
Yeah. Caller,
Yeah.
another thing to keep in mind is that a lot of these guys who are what's stopping, by the way, Miles, we have another call after this, or he's the only one right now?
Yeah. We do have another call. So if,
Okay,
yeah.
I'm gonna wrap it up with mine then. Caller, what, just really quickly, what's stopping you from dirt biking?
All right. So about 2 months ago, I got injured. I fractured my ankle, and I had to use, all my savings to pay my bills. So right now I'm recovering, and I'm finding other ways, how to make money right now.
Okay, so it's like an injury thing. So here's what you should be doing in the meantime while you're getting healed and everything like that and getting your money right. Like everything that Miles was saying is on point. What I would recommend you do as well is there's this one concept called PDE. It's primary driver emotions. So what you got to do is you got to go up to these like people who are in dirt biking communities, right? And you got to be in their network. Okay, you got to start building a social circle of people who do dirt biking, right? And the way you do that is by looking at either the Instagrams of these people or going to these like dirt biking rallies or whatever. And you got to think to yourself, like, what can I provide? Like me being in my masculine identity, what can I provide as value that they would want to put me in their circle, right? And what primarily drives them to want to work with me, right? So a PDE of somebody who's, let's say, a dirt biker could be like, let's say, free gear, invites to like other dirt biking rallies or something like that. So right now what you got to do is you got to get in that circle and you got to research really hard. What can I do to get in the vicinity of these people? And when you start to do that, you're around it the whole time. And then and it complements what Miles is saying too, because you're in that environment the whole time, and it's in your masculine identity to be a dirt biker.
Exactly.
Right? So make sure you just you position yourself with those kind of people.
Is your ankle still fucked up right now?
Yeah.
So you're laid up, you're bedridden?
Yeah, I'm just healing up.
Wait, how many months you said?
Yeah, it's been 2 months so far, and
how long the doctor said? How long the doctor said you good?
6 weeks.
6 weeks.
Okay, so you're almost done then, right?
So you got 6 weeks from today?
Yeah.
Okay. So are you on crutches? What are you doing? Are you on crutches or are you bedridden?
No, I'm on a walking boot.
You on a walking boot? Okay. So when was the last time you been to a dirt bike event?
I've never been to one.
See, you bullshitting, bro. See, look, caller. Listen. Look, I don't want to say nothing to hurt your feelings or nothing like that, but you bullshitting. You bullshitting, bro. You bullshitting. You say you got a walking boot. That means you could go places, right? And even if you needed to, you could get on some crutches, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you need to be at these places still talking to people. That's where you need to be. Mm-hmm. Okay. I mean, I know you said you fucked up your money, but again, you got to have family, you got to have friends, or you got to have somebody that hey man, come pick me up. Hey man, you headed to the biker rally? Yeah, I'm going down there, right? Yo man, you mind swinging by and picking me up, bro? Mm-hmm. Okay, take your ass down there with them and ride along. You understand what I'm saying to you? No excuses, bro. This is 2023. This is the year of the Jordan. This is the year of the killer. This is the year of the winner. I'm done fucking with y'all with these excuses, bro. You understand? So go do what you got to do. You hear me, brother?
Yeah.
All right, man. Take it easy, man. Thanks for calling in. All right, we got 224. You're on live with Miles and Cam. Name, age, and city. How can we help you? 224.
Yo, it's Manuel, 21, Jacksonville.
All right, what's up, man?
Yeah, so I actually had a question for Cam because I believe, if I heard you guys correctly, you were working in sales before you started your own business and stuff.
No, I wasn't working in sales. I worked in a family hospitality business. I did that
I'll
for
be right
10 years. Yeah, it sounds good. I was working in my family hospitality business for 10 years, and then I went to dating coaching afterwards full time. Caller?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, sorry about
I
that.
don't-
Oh. Hey, caller, I didn't hear you after I finished speaking, so could you repeat that, please?
Well, yeah, I was saying I was like, it was my mistake. I thought I heard you mention something about sales because I wanted to get into it.
What's your question? What's your question? Tell us your question. Just go ahead with the question.
Well, I was felt like kind of it was dirty, like going through like how do you get into the market? Because right now I'm having the trouble getting an entrance into the industry.
The industry of what? What's the industry? What's the industry?
Sales development and account
Sales
executive.
to sell what?
Tech sales.
Tech sales. Okay, so who are you talking to that does tech sales?
Well, I mean, I'm applying to a lot of places through Indeed.
Okay.
But other than that, I'm looking at this other smaller job application site called Cybercoders, but I haven't really been getting too many touches back.
Uh-huh.
And if I do, then there's usually a job where it's like, oh, you're not going to get paid anything unless you actually close, which someone who doesn't have experience with closing and sales, it'd be kind of hard for me to kind of stay afloat with that until I actually get some training, proper training.
Do you have any kind of financial backing in the meantime if you were to accept a commissions only position?
I DoorDash, but it's not really. It's been really slow. That's pretty much it.
Okay.
Yeah.
You could DoorDash? Do you know about Instacart?
No, I've heard of it. I don't think it's available in my area.
Oh, it's not available in your area. Okay. Well, look, the bottom line is this, bro. You gotta get on LinkedIn. You gotta get on, like Cam was saying, you gotta find people who are in tech sales and follow them and see what they're doing. You understand? You gotta get with the people that are doing what you're trying to do.
There's different avenues, caller, by the way, that you can approach. Caller, how good is your resume? Do you get offers and then
He's 21.
Okay.
He's 21. Yeah.
Okay.
What about school? Did you finish school? Like, what's the situation with schooling?
I'm a junior and I'm like halfway through junior year.
Okay. And what are you going to graduate with?
A bachelor's in indiscriminate entrepreneurship studies and business management. Double major.
Okay.
Cool. I actually want to speak on that because I actually graduated with my master's in entrepreneurship. So I got my MBA, master's in business administration, focus in entrepreneurship. So for you, caller, use your school's career counseling platform that they have, and then have the person, because usually these people have a lot of connections. So like I remember where I went to undergraduate school, this guy was super clutch. Like he got me into different sports agencies because I want to be a sports agent. Underwater basket weaving. So caller, I wanted to be a sports agent back when I was in undergraduate year. So my career counselor, he got me into like a hockey sports agency, and he got me into a basketball sports agency, which has all the top notch like NBA and NHL players, right? So go through that platform first, and then bring your resume to the career counseling and ask him, is there anything that could be adjusted, right? And another thing you should do is you should binge watch a lot of sales videos. Like I think you should start binge watching Jordan Belfort, even though there's that whole scam that he did from Wolf of Wall Street, but he's a great salesman. Yeah. Great salesman.
I've been doing that. I've been watching Straight Line. I bought a sales course. I've also been looking at some guy named Trent Jussel, who's been in tech sales for like 5 years. So I'm also doing that, trying to get, some, some knowledge at least. I don't have any actual practical application of the knowledge. So my issue, I have.
But caller, let me ask you another question. You said tech sales, right?
Yeah.
Exactly what in tech are you trying to sell? Because specificity is your friend, because being specific about your vision helps you to know where to start to look.
Well, I know I'm interested in financial tech sales. So,
Oh my God!
financial software.
Listen.
People would think.
Okay, what would you be selling exactly? Exactly, like fucking TurboTax shit to help you with your taxes, budgeting software, like stock indicators, like what, bro? Fucking E-Trade, like what are we talking about? Specificity, bro.
Well, so and I wish I had an answer to say specifically, but if a job was to open up in the industry, that would be what I'd be selling. But as far as what I want to sell specifically, I don't have a specific wanting to sell.
Okay, hold on. So you don't have a specific thing you want to sell. So what is your, what do you want? You just want to make money? What is your motivation? What are you trying to be consistent about? What is your vision?
Yeah, why sales?
Well, so for one thing, I do plan to make. I want to make like $100,000 by age 24. But the one of my other visions is, as I was a former athlete, I now want to kind of, since I realized that the sport I was playing, there's not any money in the sport, that I realized it was time for me to kind of do something where I can kind of keep that competitive nature aspect of things, while also have an opportunity to build and develop wealth, so that I can have a, fun and interesting and exciting future.
So you just want to be competitive.
Well, I want to be competitive, but not waste my time at the same time. It sales is like you can be competitive, and also when you're competing, you're making more money based off of it.
You know what you could get into as well? Since you like finance and technical things, you could also look at like life insurance policies and shit like that. You could sell you could be an agent that sells life insurance policies. And there's a lot of expansion for that type of stuff. And it's a good place to start as well. It's a good place to start. It's because in some instances it can be considered like a multi-level marketing situation, but it's still legit. You understand? It's actually a legit business, and it's someplace that you can start to kind of get yourself to know how to make sales, what to sell and how to sell to people, since you don't have a specific thing yet. You understand? Hopefully somewhere along the way you'll get a specific thing. But if you can't, there's always places where you can sell life insurance policies and shit like that.
Caller, are you networking enough? Like, are you talking to enough people too? Because if you're not specific exactly in what you want, and you presented this notion to Miles and I, then that means you're not talking to enough people. You're not asking enough questions about sales. You're not diving deep in your identity. Hence the title of everything that we've been talking about, right? You really gotta dive deep, man. You really gotta like you should go to Chamber of Commerce meetings. You should be going to Toastmasters international meetings, and like there are people that are there that are like, this is a public speaking organization that helps you develop leadership skills and will help you be more persuasive as a salesman. So you got to go to Toastmasters, go to Chamber of Commerce, like go to city council meetings. Like you got to get your name out there and talk to a whole variety of people, and go look up some go on like some podcasts, like some sales podcasts, and look up some of the people there, see if they have a community where you can be part of their Discord channel or part of their like Telegram channel. You got to start talking to people. Right.
And you definitely gotta get more specific about what you're really trying to do, bro.
Right.
You understand? Because let me tell you something. If your focus is just making money and you don't really know how you can provide value to get the money, there's always a blockage. Because again, money is a figment of society's imagination. We only put value. Money is only valuable because everybody in society agrees that it's valuable. But the true value is what you can provide to others that is valuable. Do you understand what I'm saying? Meaning the service or a good or some type of skill. But until you figure that out, money is not a good enough motivator. Do you understand that?
Well, yeah, I bought a $5,000 marketing course on like digital marketing, trying to develop skills while I'm still in college. And then I also bought some sales courses as well, so that I can at least get the syntax down of selling and how things work when you're like supposed to be, trying to persuade or get someone to their goal that they want through your product. Yeah, I literally just haven't been able to get to a job yet. That's the issue.
Got you. All right. Well, again, ask yourself, who am I? What do I want? Keep asking yourself that question, and hopefully you'll figure it out. Just try to be specific, man. Just try to visualize, who and what you're trying to become and how you can provide value to the world. All right.
Yeah, and really quick, Miles, like if you would have had your Who Am I caller before you bought all those courses, then you would buy the right courses. That's another thing too, because like that digital marketing thing, you never mentioned it when you've gone on the call with us until just recently. So
Right.
be careful, because like I don't know, I mean, are you getting an ROI on that course, for example? You got to start asking yourself these kind of questions, like, is this in alignment with my identity? So I
Right.
don't let anybody just come to my retreat. Like I want guys, like I specifically go to like Miles' crew, Lucario's crew, and everybody else, because these guys like want to grow. And guys like actually who sign up for my retreat, they actually are ready to get an ROI because they listen to Miles. So I know they're going to listen to me too. So just be
Facts.
careful about the courses you're buying. Just make sure there's an ROI and it's in alignment with your identity.
All right, caller.
All right, thank you guys.
All right, man. Take it easy.
You're welcome.
All right, we got 401. 401. You're on live with Lucario and Cam. Name, age, city. How can we help you?
Hey man, it's Ethan. Everyone knows me, man. No introduction.
Uh,
What's up, bro?
I
what's
don't
up?
know you. I don't know you. Who are you?
Name, age, and city. Ethan, go ahead.
Ethan, Mars can fade you in. It's Ethan, man.
Yeah,
From Connecticut, man.
Connecticut. How old are you again?
28.
You're 28. Okay.
28.
All right. What's your
linebacker?
what's your question there, Ethan?
Yeah. Well, first of all, I want to say everyone, you know, we should be a decent human being and stop wasting people's time. You know, these guys are on the platform, you know, giving us good information. Stop wasting time like the last caller, like about jobs and shit. You know, people have real questions. People really donate. You know,
Okay.
I just want to get that out of the way.
Okay. Cool.
My other question is this part of the game? You know, so I was at this party or whatever, and my brother was hollering at this girl, and she was basically crying because her boyfriend cheated on her, and he basically had finessed her and to get in the pussy, and I was just telling him, you know, yo, I don't think that's part of the game, bro. Like you basically she was vulnerable, and you like you went out like you capitalized on that. That's not part of the game, is it? Are we teaching these guys to do shit like that?
I'll just say this: it's not part of the game that you give a shit. Like it's not even about you. So why does it matter for you so much? Why is it so important?
Because it came to my house, and this happened afterwards. You know, in my vicinity, and if she wants to go to the police, she actually can. She could have won. She could have done something about it. It's just like a general question. You know, I understand what you're saying. Why would I give a shit? Is that part of the game? You know, capitalizing on vulnerability. You know, are we teaching that, or is that something that he did? Like, what do you?
Well, this is involving a girl, and it's by the way, guys, is Miles in the chat, is Miles' screen frozen? Because there you go. Now we're good. Okay, you're just like you're focused in right now. Okay, so Ethan, just a quick question. So again, just to reiterate, please, you're saying that this girl and this guy came over to your house, and then there was this drama in your home?
Yeah, she had a friend. I was talking to her friend, and my cousin was talking to her. And that was basically the situation when it happened in my house. And
Wait,
I know she was crying. She was. Go ahead.
It was a house party?
Yes, but after the house party, we came to my house.
Oh, okay. And then she was crying, but then he smashed?
Yeah, and I had overheard her, you know, talking about her boyfriend. How they just broke up, and he told me what's up, you know, what happened. He basically finessed her, and I'm just like, is that part of the game, you know? Because she could have went to the police and said that was rape, you know. That's not part of the game, right? Like I know, like you have gaming and like, you know, wordplay, you know, it's part of the game, and you know how confident you are, but we don't do stuff like that, right? Like that's not. Is that?
You're asking if it was right, or if it was morally correct what he did?
Yeah.
I mean, me personally, I wouldn't do that type of shit. But I mean, every man's different. You know what I mean? I don't. You know, I wouldn't worry about what another man is doing. If he's doing what he's doing, then he's doing what he's doing. You see what I'm saying?
Right, but you personally,
me personally, no, I wouldn't do that. No, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that. Not at all. If a woman is distraught about the fact that she just broke up with somebody, I like to deal with happy women. You understand? I like to deal with women that are positive, that are fucking not inebriated. If a woman decides to have sex with me, it's because she really wants to have sex with me, not because she's sad about her past relationship. So that's how I look at it. But again, I'm not here to judge another man. I just wouldn't do that myself.
Yeah, and just so you know, caller, too, like when you're asking, is it part of the game? You know that guys who are insecure and guys who still have unresolved trauma, that's their game, by the way, too. So they think that they're in the game by behaving and taking action on what they think is correct and cohesive to how they should go about life. So if you're asking, is it part of the game? Well, for him, it's part of the game. But for you, it's not part of the game. This is why, like in the beginning, I was saying, like, why does it matter? But I know you're mentioning it's on your property, it's in your house. So then it becomes like related to you. But the way I would look at it is like, just be careful of the people you invite to your house. I'm very picky of who I invite over to my house, especially also because I'm a content creator. I'm a dating coach. Like, I don't want just random Joes coming to my place. You know, like I have a whole like filtration system for even like guys who are like, yo, I got this girl and this other girl. I'm like, yo, tell me the background of these chicks. I need to know. And I'll meet them like outside the house before like we go in. So we'll go grab a drink. And then once I trust the girl, I'll bring her back in. I'll bring her into my crib. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But even that's so dangerous because she could have a crazy ex-boyfriend and he could fuck you up. You know, like you don't want to get.
Yeah, I mean, this is Ethan. This drama kind of bullshit, man. This is so unnecessary. Like, it's so unnecessary for you to even like put yourself through it. Like, one thing 1950 always told me about when I would talk to him, he's like, your peace and happiness is extremely important. So anytime there's like an inkling of stress from somebody or like some kind of disrespect that there's two kinds of disrespect. There's like the subtle one where they're like low key, like trying to be disrespectful to you. And then there's like it's right in your face. It's very explicit. So I'm very I have low tolerance for low key disrespect. So if there's any kind of stress that's being implemented on my life, I cut that shit out immediately.
Facts.
So just be careful with that, man.
Now the last thing, the girl I was with, she was really drunk, but she was single. Now she was really drunk, but she was with the shits. Did I do something wrong? You know, is that bad? Like, if the girl's really drunk and you have sex with her, like.
What? Look, yo, what are you really asking us, bro? Why are you asking this shit? What's up with you? Why are you asking this? What do you really want to know? Because you're a 28-year-old man. Like, at this point, you should be able to make your own decisions, right? So why are you asking us this?
No, I'm asking because it felt too easy.
It felt too easy?
It felt almost like it was.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
What do you mean it felt too easy?
Like getting the panties off. It was just like having sex with her. It just felt like way too easy. Like,
yo, are you calling up to incriminate yourself, brother? Is that what you're doing?
No, I'm not. No, not at all. I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't. I'm not.
Do you hear what you're telling us? Do you hear what you're telling us? You said she was crazy drunk. You said you was with a girl that was crazy drunk and getting the panties off was super easy. And you're asking us if that shit was cool. No, bro, no, it's not. I just said before, I only fuck with women who are sober and who are happy and who are healthy. And if they choose to be with me, they do it because they really want to be with me, not because they're drunk. So why are you calling us asking us, bro?
No,
do you know what you sound like? Do you know what you sound like asking us this shit? Like, this is why when you call up, a lot of times we disagree, bro, because you're a fucking weirdo, bro. You're a 28-year-old dude. You should know. You should know if what you're doing is good or not. You telling me that at this age you don't know?
Caller, are you ashamed? Are you ashamed of having sex?
Taking it the wrong way.
Yeah. Are you ashamed? Are you ashamed of what you did? Being that it was so easy to get the panties off. Are you ashamed?
No, I was shocked.
So what the fuck are you asking us then? What are you asking us, Ethan?
I'm asking, like, so if you get drunk with a girl, like.
No, I don't get drunk with women. I don't do that. I don't do that, bro. I don't fucking do that.
You don't do it.
I don't do that. I might have a couple drinks, but I don't get drunk with women. No.
Caller, I think there's something that you haven't uncovered. Caller, I think there's something you haven't uncovered yet. I think what you're pretty much saying, in my interpretation of what I've gathered so far, is that you believe that the only way. Wait, caller, 1 second. I believe that my interpretation is that. Okay, 1 second.
Go ahead.
So I believe that you think that the only way that you can get some chicks is by having them intoxicated, and then that way that's kind of like your coping mechanism to make it happen. Because the thing is, caller, like, you should feel comfortable talking to women whether you're sober or you're not. You know?
Exactly.
You should be like, the thing is, like, guys, like when Miles, do you drink alcohol?
I do.
Okay, I drink alcohol too. Now, our identities when we drink alcohol just is amplified more. It's just in the alcoholics, not alcoholic, with alcohol, it just gets amplified more. So I don't become this weird, creepy guy. Like if I'm sober and I'm drinking and I'm like who I am right now, and I start drinking alcohol, I'm not gonna be like this weird, creepy guy. I'm just like more positive, more this, more that. It's just more of me, but with alcohol in my system.
Right,
So,
and more importantly, we know our limits.
Yeah.
Like, so you and your cousin, what did y'all do this weekend? Y'all went to a party and found the drunkest, most emotionally unstable girls you could find to go fuck. That's what you did. And you calling us, asking us about it. Come on, man. See, this is why I don't know you at all, Ethan. I don't fucking know you, bro.
You know me, bro.
I don't know you like that. That's why we always disagree when you call in, because you sound, bro. The fact that you lost your baby moms are you doing okay? Are you doing okay? Because I know you broke up with your girl this year.
Bro, come on.
Are you doing okay? Are you doing okay? Or do you need to go talk to somebody, bro? What are you really doing? Are you out here abusing women? You finding the drunkest women you could find to get their panties off, bro? We don't condone that type of shit over here, bro. I don't even know why you would even call up and ask me that shit, man. What are you saying?
I'm a man of God.
You're a man of what?
Come on.
You're a man of what?
I'm a man of God.
Nigga, you better stop bullshitting me. Don't get God angry, nigga. Don't get God angry. Don't do that.
Bro, I'll never do that. Come on. Everybody knows I won't do that.
Hold, wait, never do what? So I'm just pulling shit out of my ass. You didn't come on here and say what you said.
Yeah, bro.
I'm psychic. I just pulled that shit out of my ass. That's what you're saying? I just somehow knew what you did this weekend.
Bro, I was drunk too. Come on. I told you that. I was smacked.
Ethan, go get some therapy, man. You sound hurt because you lost your baby moms, bro. Go get some therapy, dude. That's not how we do things over here. That's not how we do things over here. And stop drinking. Stop drinking too. Stop drinking. Stop drinking. Because you're supposed to be a linebacker. What the fuck you doing getting drunk? You're supposed to be able to hold your liquor, bro. You're supposed to be able to hold your liquor.
If anything,
you see, everything you say has a fallacy to it. Everything you say has a fallacy to it. Yo, he's I'm 250, bro. I'm 250, 6'11", bro. I will fuck niggas up. But you out here getting drunk? The fuck are you doing?
He's a linebacker too. You know how many of these football players get fucked over too? Holy crap.
Bro, Ethan, man, get some help, bro.
If anything, that was my cousin. That wasn't me.
Nah, bro.
If anything, that wasn't me. That was
bro.
If anything.
Nah, bro.
That wasn't me.
No,
bro.
But you're setting yourself. See, here's the problem, Ethan, is that you set yourself up in these situations where your network are these kind of people. Toxic environments, chaotic environments. You're not in a stable mindset. So that's why your question, when you ask Miles and I, like, is it wrong? Is it weird or whatever that the girl's panties came off so easily? Like, nobody thinks like that. Like, people who are in their masculine identity don't ask these kind of questions. They don't think these kind of things because we are in stable, non-chaotic environments.
Right.
You, my friend, are not in your equilibrium. You are not centered with yourself.
Ethan, when you have game, the panties, you know, this is what you know as a man. You know that the panties are supposed to come off easy without alcohol. You understand? That's what niggas with game know. You understand? And the fact that you had to call in and ask, that lets me know that you nor your cousin got any fucking game. You understand? And how long you been watching us, bro? That's kind of sad, bro. You need to fix the shit, bro. Fix the shit. That shit ain't cool.
Yeah, it wasn't me. It was my,
I don't care, bro. Nah, I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. Fix it, bro. But thanks for calling in. Thanks for sharing your story. But stop. You're playing dangerous games, bro. You're playing dangerous games. Don't do that shit no more.
Bitch.
All right, guys. Yo, shout out to Ethan for the entertaining call. I'm sure people love that shit. But anyway, guys, check it out, man. I gotta get out. We gotta get off the show. We gotta wrap this shit up, man. But real quick, let me hit you guys again with.
Shawty so bad when she's sliding down the pole, yeah. When she's talking dirty while we getting closer. Shawty so bad, and then I try while we go to the city of the rose, yeah. You got me
Join me at the next Vegas retreat.
Yeah, no models were harmed and no overly alcohol consumption was made in this video.
I like how you was getting ready to mount her and then you went back and hit the privacy button. I like that shit. Yeah, man. But hey, man, tell these guys about the retreat, man. Once again, before we wrap this up, man, go ahead.
Yeah, absolutely. So, guys, thank you so much for watching our live stream. So, the Las Vegas retreat, guys, is going to reframe the way you think about your life. Okay, we have lectures on masculinity, identity, seduction. We have topics on how to get a girlfriend and keep a girlfriend, just like a maintenance of everything. So, me and my assistant coach, we are going to be helping you guys with like real time conversations with women. So we have like we're going to be going to nightclubs, we're going to be going to a pool party, we're going to a variety of stuff. Plus we have a badass Airbnb that I dropped a bunch of money on. Like I dropped a bunch of money on this, where we can have like we're going to be having our lectures indoors and we're going to have conversations outside. We're going to be inviting women over to the house as well. So we're going to be teaching you about like social circle with women, how to just invite women over to the place. We got plenty of bedrooms. You guys find a girl, you want to bring her into the bedroom, boom, you guys got it, right? But don't go Ethan mode on them, okay? Because that's not allowed in this fucking house, all right? Shout out to Ethan. But again, guys, like we're helping you guys, get out of this chaotic nature and this any kind of insecurities or trauma that you guys have. We're gonna clear it. We're gonna put you back in your center, so you can be in the position of being in a masculine identity, right?
Facts.
So guys, there's a lot of nightlife going on. There's a lot of lectures, a lot of speeches, and there are online courses available that you guys can watch on the back end behind the paywall. So when it comes to our coaching calls that we're going to be doing on the 19th of February and we're going to do on March before the retreat, you guys have access to all of that and the pre-recorded lectures from the Arizona retreat of Labor Day last year.
All right. So guys, I put the link to the website in there, and if you want to go check out the details for the retreat itself, the link is in the description of this video. But let me see if I could get it real quick.
Make sure you guys, Miles, please use Miles promo code. Okay, so
yes,
Miles
sir.
25.
Yeah, Miles 25. You get a 25% discount. Shout out to Mr. Justin and Afi Kingdom in the chat. Yeah, no, Mr. Justin is in there. What's up, Mr. Justin? And guys, there's the link to the actual the details of the retreat itself. There's a link there, and then of course, let me see. We got the mile 25. Boom, boom, boom. Put that there. And when you guys are signing up, use miles 25 to get your 25% discount. All right, guys. So yeah, man, it's going down. It's going down. It's going down. It's going down. All right, guys. So listen, man. Grand Cam, appreciate you for, doing what you do, for being a supporter of Lucario and myself for so long, and for doing your own thing, spreading the game, keeping things going, man. It's very important that we, because a lot of times guys will look at this they look at these type of situations and they'll be like, oh, this guy's competing with this guy. This guy's competing with this guy. Look, there's absolutely no competition when it comes to this. You understand what I'm saying? And what I mean by that is every man has his own masculine identity. You understand? And the way Cam does what he does is the way he does what he does. So, and what he does doesn't compete with what I do, and what I do can't compete with what he does. You understand? It's just two different things. However, the game is still real. You understand? The game is real. So whether you fucking with Cam, whether you fucking with me, whether you fucking with Lucario, it really don't matter. Just get the game any way you can. You understand? But right now, I'm letting y'all know about my man Grand Cam's retreat in Vegas, man. It sounds dope. Wish I was going to it my damn self, but I got to focus on making sure I get shit right for my event coming up. You know what I'm saying? But make sure y'all go out there. Make sure y'all check it out. Go to grandmail.com. Use the link miles 25 to get your 25% discount off. You got the nightlife, they got the coaching, they got the lectures, and they got all the shit behind the paywall. And trust me, Grand Cam This guy is thorough. I just was telling him behind the scenes that I got to get with him. You know what I'm saying? Because his marketing, his whole operation is just pristine, and I'm really proud of him and all the steps that he's taken. You know, the last few years, man. You know, like I said, starting out following Lucario myself, and to the point where he's doing his own thing, man. Because the game is real. The game can turn your life around, just like it did for Cam, just like it did for me, just like it did for everybody who's really on it like that, man. So make sure y'all go check that out. Cam, anything else you want to say before we get out of here, brother?
I just want to say thank you again, Miles, for having me. Thank you for helping me promote this as well. Guys, I'm very excited about this. Make sure you guys sign up for Miles' event also. That's on April 2nd, right?
Yep. Get the tickets, man. The tickets in the description of all my videos on YouTube and all of Lucario's videos, man. So go over there and get that for real.
Yeah, appreciate you guys. Thank you, callers, and thank you to the chat, and thank you for everybody who showed up and watching this on the recording as well. Appreciate all you guys.
All right, so we gonna get out of here, and we're gonna get out of here with this. All right, so y'all be easy, and remember, the truth is inside you. Peace.
Shawty so bad when she's sliding down the pole, yeah. When she's talking dirty while we getting closer. Shawty so bad, and then I try while we go to the city of the rose, yeah.
Come join me at the next Vegas retreat.